where do you think you'll get drafted if you ran this year's draft?
I'm biased because I don't see a quarterback better than me. Okay. I don't see a quarterback that went through as much adversity as me, that done had 4 different OCs in 4 years. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, coming from an HBCU, coming to a Power 5, having real pressure on them. Right. A lot of people don't understand it's a lot more adversity than you think, just even being the son of Deion Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders' destination after the draft has been a buzzing topic. But there are concerns after the draft combine didn't go exactly as Shedeur Sanders and many would have thought, leading to Sanders dropping the biggest hint at the draft combine.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over, and I've done it over and over and over, so it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people gotta say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like, it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like the adversity, we like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are.
No doubt, Sanders is one of the best prospects in recent years. And even though he is the son of the famous Deion Sanders, many still appreciate his enormous talent and work ethic. Fans and lovers of football have agreed to the superstar aura he possesses. And frankly, Shedeur's stock has been rising. However, all that has been the secondary topic after the craziest thing happened at the Combine.
Why are you the only kid that hating on? Why are you the only kid in the draft, potential first picks or whatever pick, that they hate on? Why are you the only one?
Because you prime time.
No, because they want you to slide to their team. It's game.
It's
game. But we know the game. We Sanders, baby.
He's done nothing wrong. So why are we having this conversation about his character? I'm going to tell you why. Because you got people hating on his daddy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
And they want any excuse that they can come up with. And let me remind America why Deion Sanders, we going to say this. This is why Deion Sanders is hated by some people. Because he was the greatest. And he told you so. And then went out there and showed you show. And you were helpless to do anything about it. And then when he talked about it, not only could you not play better than him, you couldn't talk better than him, you couldn't articulate your thoughts better than him, you didn't have that swag, that flavor about you, that vibe about you, you couldn't resonate with an audience and gravitate them towards you the way that he could. And Deion knew it, and you hated him for it. And so since you couldn't touch him, now you're trying to touch his son. This is low. The fact that this is a story, the fact that people are putting this stuff out there, I'm not blaming Josina Anderson, you or anybody else. I'm saying the fact that somebody would say this stuff is low. It's low. But that's all right, because this is 2025, and Deion Sanders got cover. All day, every day. Right here with me, with him, and with any of us on any damn network who covers the NFL. We know who the hell Primetime is. The brother's so primetime, it's sacrilegious to talk about him in the daytime. That's how big time Primetime is. And now his son is coming, and they gonna use this as an excuse. Sorry asses, y'all make me sick.
Shedeur Sanders, way before even declaring for the draft, has been torching up football at the college level. Shedeur achieved massive feats at both Jackson State and Colorado. Shedeur then capped off his college career with an exceptional 74.2% completion rate in 2024, leading all FBS quarterbacks. Shedeur finished with over 13,000 passing yards, 121 touchdowns, and just 23 interceptions. All these, along with the status of his dad, contributed to his stocks shooting up. And frankly, it's easy to recognize that superstar aura that he possesses. It is said that players like Shedeur Sanders are confident in their abilities and are often misunderstood for arrogance. This was the result of his recent showout at the draft combine. Certain reports emerged concerning Sanders' attitude and overall body language. Shedeur did not exactly spark a positive reaction at the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. Shedeur, who was expected to be one of the first quarterbacks drafted this year, met with teams at Lucas Oil Stadium. Afterward, the rumors started flying. A couple of NFL reporters, including Josing Anderson and Todd McShay, relayed information from an anonymous NFL personnel who preferred to stay anonymous about Shedeur being perceived as brash and arrogant in pre-draft meetings.
Kimberly and Lewis, you know better than anyone. This is the time of the year when the narrative starts swirling leading up to the NFL draft. Kimberly, you were there last week. What did you hear about how NFL teams are perceiving Shedeur Sanders?
So I've heard, some people feel like he's arrogant, he's a little too confident.
There are also reports that some NFL teams felt he was not overly concerned with their opinions. Todd McShay, who is a longtime draft analyst, further shared details he heard from two teams that felt Shedeur didn't care what they thought of him during the interview process. According to Todd, he described it in a way that wasn't a professional approach. Shedeur seemed to be unbothered by the opinions of this team about him. Now, all we know are just the rumors and news coming out. No one has yet ascertained the complete truths to these. However, if there are complete truths to them, could these reports do some damage to Shedeur's draft stock?
Well, everybody trying to make my stock drop right now, so who knows, man?
No, hell no. We're ready
trying to make it drop.
You know just how life get.
Already, The Athletic believes currently, with the reaction the draft combine generated, there's a chance Sanders couldn't just fall out of the top 6, but out of the first round. Although since this news surfaced, there's been a lot of support drumming in for Sanders. From NFL players and coaches to reporters, pundits, and fans. All have aired their opinions concerning the situation. Shedeur's dad, Dion, who's always had the back of his promising son, as usual openly showed support for his son. Dion headed to social media to support his son. He reposted several videos, including segments from FS1's The Facility and Breakfast Ball, that took issue with those negative reports about Shedeur. According to Deion Sanders, the reason these teams are talking so much about his son is simply that they want him on their team. Also, just like many have shared, Deion believes Shedeur's confidence in his ability and work ethic is being mistaken for arrogance and pride.
Why are you the only kid that hate no? Why are you the only kid in the draft, potential first picks or whatever pick, that they hate on? Why are you the only one?
Cause you prime time.
No, because they want you to slide to their team. It's game.
That's what
It's game. But we know the game. We Sanders, baby.
Stephen Smith also dropped his 2 cents on the strange narrative around Shedeur Sanders. The American sports television personality was left fuming at the idea of people feeling insecure about a confident quarterback who believes in himself.
I'm fuming inside right now. What is he supposed to be?
Insecure.
As a quarterback entering the NFL, you can't be insecure and succeed as a quarterback in the NFL. You can't have doubts about your abilities and be successful as a quarterback in the NFL. If I know that, every single executive, even Mr. Shane, whatever his name is, you understand, himself knows you have to have confidence, okay? He has a resume that validates and backs up his confidence. And so I'm getting angry because young black man, highly successful, highly accomplished, an incomparable, impeccable pedigree, is entering the NFL, is considered easily one of the top 2 quarterbacks entering the NFL draft. We hear about his lack of mobility, lack of arm strength, whether or not he can make the requisite throws. Oh no, we're hearing about his attitude. Ever been in trouble?
Just like Stephen A. Smith, the Breakfast Ball took the same stance, which is that a quarterback is supposed to be confident, and that shouldn't be mistaken for arrogance.
A lot of the draft evaluators are stupid. Show me a quarterback who's not arrogant. You ever sit with a guy who's going to be a star quarterback? Most of them are arrogant. Most of them have a lot of belief in what they do. He's incredibly accurate. Yes, he is. He really understands not only offensive football, but he understands what you're doing as a defense. So he'll pick you apart that way. He processes quickly. Like, all those things to me are big-time attributes. And I just remember last year at this time, Bo Nix falling. People saying, hey, Bo Nix is going to be a second rounder, and Bo Nix is not. By the way, that guy was one of the best quarterbacks in this rookie class last year, so I don't worry about what the evaluators say about Shedeur Sanders. I think the guy is a big-time player.
LaShawn McCoy, an ex-NFL player, took serious issue with coaches and others behind the scenes who anonymously bashed draft prospects. According to him, the constant culture of putting players down anonymously needs to end. In a nutshell, LaShawn is saying, if you can't put your name to it, then you shouldn't really be saying anything. Emmanuel Acho, a college football enthusiast who's been a fan and believer of Shedeur since college days, also weighed in on the narrative. For him, the reason they are all moving weird is because of the self-belief and security of Shedeur. Shedeur is leveraging the experience of his dad, coupled with the exposure he enjoyed in his college years. Many feel he is confident enough in his own skin and is difficult to intimidate. Fans didn't hold back either, as many continuously dropped posts and comments in support of Shedeur. A user posted, "Shedeur Sanders is something they have never seen. A top 5 pick that's already wealthy and black. I love it." Shedeur is yet to make an official statement about the narrative trending, but Shedeur probably knows how to handle way worse kinds of adversities. Whatever happens at the 2025 draft remains a mystery, however. With the recent developments at the draft combine, there are likely a few predictions. For more videos like these, do well to subscribe to stay updated on the latest football news.